The concept of movement. This is the second video of our two-part video for our dynamic warm-up. We went over, the first video we went over foam rolling, so now once we foam rolled and worked on the tissues, now we're going to start moving to different patterns. So I'm going to start at the opposite end of the gym. Now, if you're limited for space, you can do this pattern in a single block or in a single small confined area, but I'm going to show you our dynamic moving forward pattern. So when we're doing this, okay, breathing is really important, which is forgotten a lot with movement. So anytime we're coming up, I want you to inhale. You're going to pull the knee towards the chest. This is working on balance on this side of the body, on the left side, and mobility on the right side. As I exhale, I'm going to lunge forward. Okay? Exhale down. I want to bring my elbow to my instep as deep as I can to open up this hip, but I'm also extending the opposite. Exhale down. Press my hands into the floor. Inhale to a hip lift. Okay, I'm trying to lengthen this hamstring. Okay, exhale down, get a nice tall spine, good posture. Inhale, rotate, so I get my thoracic spine now involved. And I'm also pushing this hand and getting my scap retractors to really work and open up my thoracic spine. Exhale down. Inhale, rotate the opposite direction. Okay, my back leg, I'm extending that hip, so I'm opening up here. Okay, exhale down. Inhale, lift into a new balanced stance leg. Inhale up. Exhale down, lunge. Inhale, hip lift. Exhale, tall spine. Inhale, rotate. Exhale down. And then keep repeating that pattern. We'll typically have somebody do about 8 to 10 reps per side, depending on how stiff they are. If you're limited for space and you don't have the room to move, you can just stand in one spot, do that same pattern here, okay, and then step back and then lunge forward. Okay, so that's the alternative pattern. From there, to start activating slings, they start connecting shoulder top to hip. We'll go into crawling patterns. Okay, so again, this incorporates the anterior sling for this forward crawl, but it's also for my shoulders to warm them up. It also teaches posture. So my spine is staying nice and level, not moving, my arms and hips are moving around it. So we typically go forwards and backwards. And just remember to breathe through that. Okay? From there, to get the back side, we go to a crab or inverted crawl. It's still the opposite arm and opposite leg moving together, and now it's my back side that's creating stability. From there, we'll go into hip rotation. Okay? This next exercise, it helps with that opposite internal rotation, external rotation of this hip by activating the hips and opening them up. Okay? So as I come up, inhale, and then I can lunge forward. It's working on a little bit of balance in the hips. Okay? We'll typically have people hang on to a medicine ball to engage a little bit better posture if they get stuck. Okay? Again, there's all kinds of different variations or tools that you can hang on to. If you've got stiff feet, if we're working in a squat pattern that day, we can start low, stretch out the feet, stand. Okay. Mountain climbers, if I've got sprint work to do, or if I've got our clients to do a lot of speed work, get into a tall position, activate core, and drive that hip around it. Here, so I'm staying nice and long and stable on the left side, and driving that right hip. Okay. The reverse of that will be the reverse mountain climber. Come up to a bench. This is typically a little more difficult. Hinge those shoulder blades back to get good posture, and drive the leg up. So the downward leg is producing a lot of stability, but the upper leg is moving, driving. Okay. There is more upper body work that we typically do, some rowing, some pulling patterns, some kettlebell, bottom-up presses to warm up the shoulders more specifically, but it depends on what you're doing that day. But for our general warm-up, this is what it entails. If you want more information, feel free to come onto our website or contact us here at the clinic.